When I get that feeling, I want spiritual healing. So if today you decided, I don't like my life anymore, I think I'm finally ready to say I'm an alcoholic, no matter how old you are. I was drinking for 27 years when I finally stopped. And you know what? Maybe I had to go to jail, even though it was a shitty thing that somebody did to me. I always say, maybe that's what it took for me to stop. Because when I was in my greatest relationship of all time, he asked me to stop. He asked me to go get counseling. And I was in my ego. And I never did. I kept drinking. And then I tried cocaine. And then I lost the best guy ever. So again, when your ego is standing in your way, which is your false self, you're not going to accomplish anything today, and you won't tomorrow. But we only focus on today. When you start healing your inner child, again, when somebody asks you that you love, if you really, really, truly love them, then you would do it. When you're not in your ego, and when you're not worried about what's so-and-so going to think about me, oh, I really like it, these are my friends, because I'll tell you right now, after 6 years of being sober and 7 to 8 years off of cocaine, those weren't my friends. Because if they were my true friends, they would be clapping for me the whole time, instead of when I was hanging out them, staring at my near beer, which this is not near beer right now, but you get the point, staring at this like it was offending them. So if you're one of those people and you're just going to those parties and thinking, these are all my friends, they're not. Because if you don't have a support group or a support network of anybody that was ever clapping for you, tell me how those are your real friends. And tell me how today you're going to think just going and showing up again at that party while everybody's gossiping about everybody that they don't talk about you when you leave. Because you know they do. And you're probably one of the people that do it too. So as a spiritual being having a human experience, that's what we all are. If you were to just let go again, because we're older now, right? In my 20s and 30s, I thought, oh, I want to hang out with my friends. I want to hang out with my friends. But I had the greatest guy of all times. The love he gave me was unconditional. There was no abuse. There was no abusive transaction. I had it all. But I let my ego get in the way because I was too afraid to go talk to somebody because I felt ugly, disgusting, and gross. And when you finally let a little bit of that out today, I promise you, you're not going to feel ugly, disgusting.